Hola clase, today we're going to look at the verb conocer, and when we use conocer it has a little band of tricky friends, personal a and direct object pronouns. So let's take a look at them. In this podcast we're going to look at one irregularity in the present tense of conocer. We'll look at personal a, direct object pronouns with people and maybe with animals too, and the contraction al. Okay, I am going stylus free today. You get to see my wonderful handwriting with my finger. Let's look at conocer in the present tense. It just has one irregularity, and that's in the yo form. That wasn't too bad. Conozco. Everything else is regular. Conoces. Él, ella y usted conoce. Nosotros y nosotras conocemos. Vosotros and vosotras conocéis. Okay, that was the last successful, that piece of writing there. Conocéis. And ellos, ellas, ustedes conocen. So the only irregularity you have to worry about is here in the yo form. Yo conozco. I'll read some sentences to you with conocer in it, and we'll pay attention to personal a. It's a tiny little extra a in the sentence. Conozco a tu hermano. Mi hermano no conoce a tu madre. Conocemos al presidente de la universidad. The personal a is right here in this sentence. Conozco a tu hermano. Mi hermano no conoce a tu madre. Conocemos al presidente de la universidad. We use personal a in Spanish, again, no translation for it in English, to say, I am not the subject of your sentence, go find somebody else to do it. Okay, so in this sentence, mi hermano no conoce a tu madre, both the word hermano and madre could actually go along with this verb, conoce. So the a tu madre says, this is not the person who's doing the knowing, it's the person who is known. So my brother does not know your mom. We do this in Spanish because Spanish word order is flexible. Aha, you say, but what's this al thing at the bottom? You said what's that? Let's find out. Okay, Spanish has two contractions. What's a contraction? It's when two words smush together, like in English, can't or won't. But in Spanish there's only two, al, and the other one that you'll meet later on in your life is del. And they're mandatory, and they don't have any apostrophes like English does. So when you have a and el together, it makes al. A la, a los, and a los stay the way they are. You don't have to contract them. So let me ask you some questions, and you can practice answering them. So I gave you part of the first answer. So, ¿conoces a mi madre? Do you know my mom? And you would answer, no conozco a tu madre. Okay. Go ahead and pause the video if you'd like for practice. So, ¿conoces a Susana? Conozco a Susana. ¿Conoces al doctor? Sí, conozco al doctor. ¿Conoces a mi perro? No, no conozco a tu perro. ¿Conoces a la profesora? Sí, conozco a la profesora. ¿Conoces al presidente Obama? Sí, conozco al presidente Obama. Maybe not personally, but you know who he is. ¿Conoces a Ana y Juana? Sí, conozco a Ana y Juana. Or if you don't know them, no conozco a Ana y Juana. In real life, those two A's smushed together, so it's hard to hear them. Conozco a Ana. Okay, last one. ¿Conoces a mis primos? No, no conozco a tus primos. Now let's look at direct object pronouns. We'll start with something easier. What's a direct object? A direct object is something in a sentence, and we're going to concentrate on people and animals right now. It's something or someone that gets the direct impact of a verb. So with verbs like to know, to see, to hug, to kiss, to bathe, I can do all those things to my dog, Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog. So I can tell you that when I get home, I see Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog, I kiss Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog, I hug Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog, I bathe Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog, I pet Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog. What's wrong with the thing that I just said is I said Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog way too many times. So what we want is a direct object pronoun, a shorter little word to substitute for something like Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog. So these are the direct object pronouns in Spanish. Me means me, te means you, lo means him, or in Fluffernutter's case, maybe you would call him an it instead. La means her, nos means us, os means you all, but that's okay. We're not going to use that much in class. Los means them, if they're a mixed group or all males, and las means them if they are all females. Lo and la, los and las have one other job that they can do. They can also be you if we're being all formal and usted-like, or ustedes. So let's go through this list of people again, and my dog, of course, Fluffernutter the Wonder Dog, and find a good substitute for each one. What would be the best substitute for a mi madre? La, her. How about Susana? The best replacement for Susana is la. El doctor. The best replacement is lo. Mi perro. Lo. La profesora. La. El presidente Obama. Lo. Ana y Juana. Las. Mis primos. Los. Okay, now let's try something that is a little bit more complicated because I'll ask you a question and you can come up with an answer. So the best way to do this is to pretend that you and I are sitting down together having a conversation. So, ¿conoces al presidente de la universidad? To come up with an answer, you need to find the direct object, replace it with the best word, like lo, la, los, and las. I think I need to find my stylus. My finger writing is terrible. And then put it in an answer. Remember, you're going to answer with yourself, so you'll need to change conoces to something for yourself. So that'll be yo conozco. We're going to use lo for presidente, and we'll put lo in front. That's one thing that's different about these than Spanish and in English. In English, we file them after the words. I know him comes after the verb, and in Spanish, we file it in front. Lo conozco. So let's take a look at the answer. No, no lo conozco. I know him not. Let's try one now, okay? El presidente de la universidad te conoce. Pause the video, take all the time that you need to come up with the correct answer. No, no me conoce. He knows me not. Maybe you said sí me conoce, in which case, congratulations. ¿Me conoces? You probably do. I'm your teacher. Te conozco. I know you. Or if you're being formal, I know you. Te conozco. Careful, this one's tricky. Me conoces. Or usted me conoces. So if I ask you, do I know you? Yeah, you know me. Or if we're being formal, you know me. Shakira nos conoce? No, no nos conoce. ¿Conocemos a Shakira? La conocemos. We know her. Maybe not personally, but if you do know her personally, let us know. Maybe she can come to class and we can practice. Okay, so in this video, we looked at the verb conocer and we learned that the yo form has a weird spelling change, conozco. We learned that direct objects are things that receive the direct impact of a verb. We learned that direct object pronouns are shorter little words that substitute for them when you don't want to say something long. And we learned that personal a is used with people and with animals to say, hello, I'm not the subject of the sentence. I'm the direct object. Okay, that's all. Hasta la próxima.